right. Hello, people. This is Gary Jackson, Trinidad Tobago, soca artist. And I am going to be live with Nikki G, none other than Nikki G, on Table Talk Show, islandvibes.net this Saturday. On the lookout.
You're listening to islandvibes.net.
What's this?
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more. A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk. Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it. 'Cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, and thank you wherever you are, if it's morning, noon, night, and so forth. Welcome to Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice on islandvibe.net. Today, we have a very, very special guest, and we go back a long way. I know this guy, I can't even say since I was in Pampers. But, I've known him for a long time. And when I left Trinidad, he was now starting off his career in, and doing his thing and singing and so forth. So I finally have him on my show. Look how it comes around, right, Gary?
True.
I literally get to interview you and talk about your history of what you've been up to through the years and so forth. And it's been years, people. All right. So we're gonna get it. Yeah, it's been years. So we're going to get into it. Keep it locked. We're going to do a short intermission. We have so much in store for you. Gary sings parang and he's multifaceted. He does so many different things. So keep it locked and we'll take a short break and come back.
I say we jam. It's Christmas morning. Some jam. Bring out the rum, vodka and the whiskey. Bring the ham, slice up the turkey. Quattro, marac, bottle and spoon. Let we jam up around you. Yes, we jam it. It's Christmas morning.
Back to a regular scheduled program.
Welcome back to Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice on islandvibe.net. I hope everyone is having a great season. So much has happened. Right? If you want to send me an email at nikkigthevoice@gmail.com. Let me know how you feel. Let me know, we just had an election and everybody's up in arms, right? But we have to continue. Life continues. And we're not going to stay in the same funk that we were in before. All right. So I have my special guest here, who is Gary Jackson. Gary, introduce yourself so my audience would know where you're from and, what you do.
Yes, people. I am Gary Jackson, soca artist out of Trinidad and Tobago, beautiful Twin Island. And I'm here today with Nikki G. It is a pleasure. As she said, we have known one another a number of years, great years now, more than half our lives.
Yes.
So it really is a pleasure to be interviewed by Nikki G today.
Very good. Very good. All right. So Gary, going back to, when you were, let's say, well, you can let me know. When you started liking music in general, when did that happen for you?
Okay, actually started, I wouldn't say by accident, but it started at San Fernando Technical Institute. You know, yes, they had a calypso competition, and I was told by teachers and friends, boy, you good for this. You should try it. I said, me? I said, at first, I was a little hesitant. And then a teacher wrote a calypso for me. And I said, well, if I have to sing this what you write here, I wouldn't win with this. And that's where I realized my talent in writing, because I wrote a calypso, I entered the competition, and I won the award.
Oh, nice.
And that's where everything started.
Very nice, very nice. Oh, wow. So before that, what were you doing? Like before you entered the competition and stuff, what was your life like in Trinidad?
My life was like, a normal Trinidadian, just have fun, enjoy it, work, play hard, work hard,
Yeah.
and just enjoy the moment.
Yeah. So if you didn't, if this didn't come about, what do you think you would have been doing besides soca? Were you still involved in music, or because to know that you could sing, it's like, like I know when I was growing up, I know that I love singing, but I just didn't know after coming here, like, because it's such a vast, big place, you don't know where to put yourself. And then finally something happens, So what was your life like before that, like musically?
Okay, musically, well, I did a bit of singing in school. I was in the choir after school, and that was primary school to start with. After primary school, entered secondary school, and musically, in the second year of secondary school, I was awarded a prize for most promising music student. Right, and actually after that, it just fell by the wayside until I started to sing, as I said, at technical.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, it's funny how someone, right? But there's certain intricacies of them you might probably miss or
Yes.
something, because that time everybody was into soccer and football and all these different things. Yeah. That's nice. That's really nice. So you've been singing professionally for a while. How did you?
Over 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
I have some friends who are like in their 30s and 40s, and they'll be like, Nicole, how old are you? All right. So with the band, how did it come about with the band?
Okay, well, I started singing with about a soca band initially. That was in the early 90s. Right? That's after technical. And when I realized, the talent I had with writing, I said, well, let me try it and see. And I entered a competition which was held by NJAC.
Yeah.
It was like the junior Young Kings at that time, right? Known as Stars of Tomorrow now. Right? So I entered that competition, and well, that competition had the likes of Roger George, Sherwood Winchester, Port Allen, Sean Bailey,
Yeah.
And I did relatively well, given the circumstances. I played shift, and then there was a guy who worked with me at the telecommunication company, the TSCT, and he realized, I was singing, and they had a band and were looking for a vocalist.
Yeah.
So he approached me and said, well, Gary, come and try something and see what happens. And well, I did that, and that was it after. Just grew into it.
Being a lead vocalist for your band, right? Would you, I mean, to be a lead singer, you have to have that oomph. You can't be shy or anything. What would you consider yourself to be when you first started? Were you shy? Were you always outgoing? Was it super easy to keep up with the band?
Well, it was super easy, being the person I am. I intermingle with a lot of people. I am always the life of the party, so to speak. Have people laughing, enjoy being around people. So it was easy to communicate, via, singing or whatever with people.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So what type of songs did you guys sing besides Parang and,
Well, okay, at that time was more or less a soca band.
Okay.
So soca was mainstream, But
Okay.
you know, we would have entered into a little reggae, a little hip hop, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little versatile.
Ah, nice. And what challenges do you think there is or you experience being a solo artist as opposed to singing in a band?
Okay, well, being in a band, you know, you are able to deliver better, right? Because of the backings, it's live music. You know, when you're a solo artist now, most of the times you sing with tracks,
Yeah.
right? So you sing with what is there already. With
Mm,
a band, you know, you could be innovative, you know, you could spur the moment, you could do stuff that you wouldn't be able to do while singing with a track. So there are advantages singing with a band.
okay. Okay. Oh, wow. It's just amazing the talent that people have when you could transition. Like I would say I cannot sing soca. It's sad. It's
Uh-huh.
like because I think
You
I
ever
don't
tried?
know.
Exactly.
No, but
Always better to try and fail to try.
I feel to try. Yeah, that's true. They say that, but I feel like I think no, there's one time a Jamaican producer asked us to do something for him, right? And I had the cold and it sounded raspy, and he's like, "Oh, you're good, and stuff." But I think there was a time that I tried soca, but it comes out more like, when Marshall does like ballads, or
Uh-huh.
anybody do ballads for soca. That's how I sound somewhat, but not in a soca genre, more of a because I like hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. I love my soca, but I just feel like my internal beat does not do soca.
Well, I guess it's just a matter of transitioning your voice. You
Yeah.
know, soca is done in a certain way, as opposed to, hip hop or ballad or different genres. So it's a matter of transitioning your voice to suit what you are doing.
Yeah, yeah. But doesn't that come, haven't you had any time where you're kind of a little offbeat, or maybe somebody in your band who's a little offbeat and you got to tell them, listen, this is soca, we got to bring up the tempo or something like that? Have you had those type
Yeah,
of?
yeah, no, lots of time people, and well, with me, right, I look for extra vibes.
Mm,
So you can be singing a soca and you're laid back and say, hey, this is soca you're singing.
exactly.
Yeah, so you have to have that level of vibrancy,
Yeah.
to do soca.
Okay. Okay. So now when it comes to parang, right? Um, how is the transition there? Or how was the transition, even though you did that 30 years now? Or was it like less time doing parang, more time doing the others, or in a consecutive, you did everything comprised together?
Okay, well, I started doing Tarang Soca in 2010,
Okay.
right? 2010. And
Okay.
well, that was relatively easy because I always loved Christmas. I always love Christmas, always
Yeah.
listening to Parang Soca Christmas music. And since I started the Parang Soca, you
Mhm.
know, I gravitated to that, and it's only that I'm doing right now.
Okay. Okay. So you choose to do that. I mean, is it with the band as well or solo? Even though you do
Solo,
solo tracks.
solo. I moonlight with a parang band.
Okay.
We call it a parang band, but this parang band does different genres of music.
Oh, no.
Just to keep a vibe, you know, in a session. You see people. Most people don't like to just sit down here parang, 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 right through. The music is nice, yes, but the monotony. So we flavor it up a little. We put in a little soca, we put in a little reggae, a little Latin music, just to keep the vibes nice.
Versatile. I like that.
Yes,
I had a
yes.
question about chutney soca. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna ask you that, but I see that you did Afrobeat parang.
Yes, this guy came up with the concept of Afrobeat,
Yeah.
Trevor G is his name. And well, he introduced me to the beat that was last year. And I
Mm.
did a song, it's sweet. There's a difference in the music, but the music, and that's how I came up with the song, It's Sweet, because it was sweet. when I heard the rhythm, see this thing sweet boy. And I wrote a song along that line. It's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's really, really, I mean, to use the term, it's sweet. It is, I mean, Christmas is one of my favorite times. Besides Carnival and stuff, it's Christmas, it's New Year's, it's my birthday, of course. Thanksgiving, I kind of like, but Christmas season in Trinidad, it's really nice because back then, I don't know about now, like what people do, but my mom used to do the balloons and you know how we do the painting and the smell of
Yes.
it and changing the curtains and stuff like that. So why I'm explaining it is because my listeners is like worldwide, and some people have their different traditions, some people have different dates and so forth, so they don't understand what parang is, and I just wanted you to go a little more in depth to explain how the music of parang is. I'm gonna play one of your songs so people would hear it, and just go a little more in depth of what parang is.
All right. So parang or parang soca,
You
which
can do
one
both.
is what I do.
You can both.
Okay. So we would start with parang, right? I grew up, into doing parang before parang soca, came onto the limelight.
Mm.
And parang is let's say a Spanish influence into our music, right? Where you have the mainstream instruments being like the marac, the shape, the cuatro, the mandolin, the box bass. The box bass is about with the string and you're just pulling, no bass guitar, and these instruments come together to produce the music for which, as I said, is Spanish based. The lyrics is Spanish based.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that's what parang is about. For Christmas, it revolves around Christmas time. So the lyrics, when you translate the lyrics, it will, you'll find the lyrics, telling you about the birth of Christ, and things around that line. That's with parang, at parang soca now, which was started by Uncle Crazy, right, I believe 1978. He just put a twist with the parang music, and soca, he merged the two and came up with parang soca.
Mm.
So that's where you'll get to the parang soca, you'll get that vibes with the, and soca feel,
Yeah. Beautiful. All right. So I have a question. It might sound as a question that I asked you before, but it kind of go a little more in depth of your writing skills. All right. So all of your songs are written by you, which shows a strong personal touch. Can you walk us through your songwriting process? Some people would just think of something and they keep their writing in their heads, right? Compared to you, what is your process when it comes to writing?
All right. Well, I may have different processes, right?
Yeah.
There are times where, okay, like in the case where with a rhythm, right? One of the guys may send a rhythm for me, say, Gary, check out this rhythm. I may be driving at the time. When I put on the rhythm, whatever feel I get at that time, something might come to my head, I'll just record it. Whether it's the melody or a piece of lyrics to go with it, right? Just to capture that moment.
Yeah.
And then when I get home, I will sit and put pen to paper and elaborate on the thought at that time. Then too, there are times where I may have an idea. I say, okay, I'll sing about Nikki G this year. So, I will build a story, because most of my songs, not all, are stories being told, right? I'll build a story around Nikki G, where Nikki G from Vistabella to migrate, and just tell a story about Nikki G. So that's another concept I will use.
Yeah.
Then there are times where I might just have a melody, a melody in mind, just get a melody and put some lyrics to it. So there are different processes I use.
That you do, but everything is written down. You write
everything is written down. Everything,
down.
and it takes about a couple hours to write a song.
Wow, I might probably take like a month. I'm just exaggerating. I mean, funny enough, I used to have my what do you call this, notepad and stuff like that, and I used to write down all the songs that I liked to learn each word because I loved singing back then.
Yes. Yeah. I guess
But
we all used to do that back in the day, songs that we like, you write down the lyrics and the lyrics.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you with your music, right? What do you hope, like when you on the stage, what do you hope that people take away from your music? What Gary is bringing to the table?
All right. Well, one, most of my songs have, lyrics to enhance camaraderie and love, and I would like people to really get the gist of some of them. Let us end this hatred. Christmas is about love, and I mean, not only for Christmas time.
Yeah.
Let us continue to love. Let us show love, camaraderie. As I said, back in the day, how we used to live when at Christmas time. The neighbor coming across, and it's just a joyful, nice time. So most of my songs are based on that, for people to enjoy themselves, to sing along where they can. So that's why I try to write my songs based on stuff like that. So they can sing, they can capture, they can reminisce, and try to bring back those times, when got across by the neighbor. And so like the song I did this year, we jamming.
Yeah.
It's about, Christmas morning, you wake up and you suddenly see a neighbor outside, and the line start right there.
Yeah.
So it starts with two of you all, then somebody else might be passing, then the music start to play, and by night time, it's like a whole party. So this year's song is based on that. Christmas morning, we jamming.
Yeah.
Whole day.
Well, I'll give everyone a chance to hear, some of Gary's songs. I have a plethora of questions for him. And since I haven't seen him in a while,
Yes.
I just want to I just want you guys to get to know him and to know what Parang is about. So when we play the music, you would understand. But you would understand because, for those who celebrate Christmas, worldwide. So Gary, when you're on stage, right? How do you connect with your audience live? Let's say you seen me standing up here and I watching you or something like that. How do you connect with them to make them feel your music, to make them understand, not necessarily understand what you're saying, but how do you connect with your audience?
Okay, well, let's just say I have a way with people, right? And as I said, if I just see you standing, I would notice, and I would ask, like, why you're not having a good day today? Even when I'm on stage, that kind of, yes. I say, what happened today? While I'm performing, I will do things like that. To get people involved. I would, if somebody is sitting, I would say, look for somebody who they're with. I say, what I'm there for, hold on and bring them on stage, man. Bring them out on the dance floor, something like that. So it's, as I said, because of the kind of person I am, it is easy to reach people while I'm singing. I don't just go and just sing my song and come up the stage. I interact.
Yeah.
I interact with people, and that's important because I always say, I don't go out there to get vibes from the crowd. I go out there for the crowd to get vibes from me. So if I put a positive vibe, a nice vibes I go out there with, they will get that from me, and they will be able to appreciate and enjoy themselves even more.
Yeah. What song would you say defined your career? It might be many songs, but what song you think defined your career?
Wow. There's this song I did, Cheers to Friends. Right. I really like that song because, as I said, I'm a people person. I know there are people close to me who I really appreciate. And that song was just a matter of raising a toast to your friends, your day ones, your however you want to call them. People who have been there for you, with you all the time. Just show them an appreciation. Cheers to your friends. So I would say cheers to friends.
Very nice, very nice. All right, so we take a short break. We play some of Gary's music. We'll come back and have him do a couple of acapellas. I have a game that I always play. This game is
Oh
going to
my
be
goodness.
different. Why people always get scared? Okay, so let me tell you something. What I do in my process of trying to find out about my guests, right? I don't want to say I would snoop, but I would go on your page. I would go through videos. I'll
All
go.
right, you're snooping. You're snooping. You don't want to say it, but that's what you do it. It's stupid.
So I'll go because you see, the thing is, you would send me polished work, right? But I want people to get to know you. And
You
there's
really,
some
right.
things that you
Okay,
might,
understood.
yeah. And I always tell people, like, my show is a relaxed show where it's not tense or anything. I want you to relax. If you're hungry and you're thirsty or whatever, and you say, Nicole, I need to get a drink, you go get your drink, you come back and stuff. Like, I want them to get to know the real you, you know? So my game for you is, I realize that, well, I do it too. I like to put up quotes. So I have some quotes that I did. Well, it's a surprise. So that's all I'm saying. I have a game for him with quotes. I might probably ask a couple questions that I ask some of my people when they come on here, and it's a fun game. So it's not too, I might probably do a truth or dare or something
Oh
like
my
that.
goodness.
Just joking, I just joking.
Oh,
But I have a little game just to make it fun and just to break the ice. You know what I mean? So
all right.
keep it locked.
I'm also there.
Nice, awesome. So keep it locked. We're gonna play some of Gary's music, and then we'll come back with more questions, games, and so forth. All right? Keep it locked to Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice on islandvibe.net.
Well, this is for all my drinking partners and all my extended families at the various watering holes. Let me sing. I drank last night, I drank the night before, I bet tomorrow night I drunk again for sure. Parangin and liming, yes I having fun, so leave me, let me drink me rum. Come again, I drank last night, I drank the night before, I bet tomorrow night I drunk again for sure. Parangin and liming, yes I having fun, so leave me, let me drink me rum. I don't know why people just misunderstand me. Saying I like rum, I don't like rum. I love it. Listen, my wife vexed with me, gone by she family, say I study in rum more than she. But baby, that ain't true. I always think about you, so when I drink it, I just drink for two. That's why I drink last night, I drink the night before, I bet tomorrow night I drunk again for sure. Parangin and liming, yes I having fun, so leave me, let me drink the rum.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in to Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice. I'm here with my special guest, Gary Jackson from Trinidad. He's featuring his songs. He's been singing for 30 years, and he has a lot of inspiration. If you need a writer, Gary, do you write for people as well? Have you written for?
No, I've never written for anyone.
All right. So if someone asked you to write for them, would you?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. All right. So if you need a writer, if you need someone who, you need to hire him and so forth, Gary, could you give us your YouTube pages, your all your information where they could find you? And if someone
Well, you
wants
can
to hire
find me
you.
on Instagram at GJ_Jackson. Well, on Facebook, Gary Jackson, and my YouTube channel, Gary Jackson also.
Nice. And you'd also see it scrolling up on the page, and also in my write-up, I'll have it there. I'll tag him so you guys could go directly to his page. So now I want to, Gary, would you like to give us an acapella, if possible? And,
Any song?
I have It's Sweet set up. Would you like to do
It's
that?
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the song on the Afrobeat rhythm, right? So this is It's sweet with a little comical twist. Right? 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm not walking through a door. Wasn't going out, I was coming in because of Parangalo. I still had to go to work, but you know I really didn't mind. Cause I had a ball, yes, I had a time. Hear me in the parang line singing, it's sweet. The parang sweet, sweet, sweet. It's sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh gosh, it's sweet, real sweet. The parang sweet, sweet, sweet. It's sweet, sweet, sweet. As I said, that's the Afro beat, the Afro beat parang. Yeah.
All right, so let
Yeah,
me play.
dancing time.
All right, so let's play it.
Well, it's
so
your boy,
everyone
Gary.
can hear what it sounds
It's
like.
sweet.
It's your boy, Gary.
The original Parang Zombie.
It's sweet,
It's all about the sweet.
it's sweet.
Hey! 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm not walking through my door. Wasn't going out, I was coming in because of Parangalo. I still had to go to work, but you know I really didn't mind. Cause I had a ball, yes, I had a time. Hear me in the Parang line singing. It's sweet. So one night.
Parang sweet, sweet, sweet. It's sweet, sweet, sweet.
Oh gosh, it's sweet, real sweet. I didn't want to leave at all.
Parang sweet, sweet, sweet. It's sweet, sweet, sweet.
Night to day, I go parang. Man, I don't play, I go parang. Just leave me, I go parang. Don't care what you say, I go parang. Lupino, I go parang. Rio Claro, I go parang. Paramin, I go parang. In La Romaine, I go parang. It's sweet.
I love it. I love it. All right, so why you're greedy? No,
Oh.
why you're greedy? So, could you give us a synopsis of what you were thinking when you wrote that song?
Okay, so with this song, I was thinking about the people who would go by other people just to feed themselves. The greedy people, or as in Trinidad, you would say the licorice people.
Licorice people.
Yes. You know, you're going and want to eat out everything. You know, so I say, well, you know, it genuinely has people like that. So I say, well, I'll pen something about these kind of people who want to just eat out all the ham, eat out all the pasta, drink out all the rum, you know. So this is what this song is about.
Oh
Why
my-
you greedy, so?
All right, so let's play that song. Oh my God,
Watch you. Like you just can't wait for Christmas to go in people's house to eat and drink the thing. And it's the way just cram your guts like nobody else want nothing. When you're done, you can hardly be warm. It's greedy, you're greedy. Why you greedy so? Boy, why you greedy so? Tell me why you greedy so? Boy, why you greedy so? Every time Christmas come, you just be in your glee. Cause all you're studying is to full up your belly. Going from house to house and you just overdo it. Cause when your belly full, man, you stuff in your pocket. Tell me why you're greedy so? Why you greedy so? Ham with chow chow and pepper sauce. You just couldn't let that pass. Put it in your back pocket. No pepper burning up your.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna play everything because I want people to go make sure and go on his YouTube page, right? You know how they say stream. Christmas time is coming. People, we are playing soca songs right now. Get on the parang. The parang is beautiful, and it's best played. When would you tell them it's best played? You tell them.
When?
When is the best time to play parang?
The best time to play parang? Well, you can play parang anytime you wish. Right? But for most people, like here in Trinidad, the season, you know, tend to kick off around September.
Yeah.
You know, so from September straight on to, well, early part of January, just before your birthday, you know, you'll get parang music is played.
Exactly. You see, that's the thing about Gary. Like, he has some punches that he will tell you, and it will just be like, you know, too comical. So the songs that Gary has out, well, he has a new song out right now, Christmas Jam, right? On the Bush rhythm. We'll play that.
Bushram.
Bush
Bushram
rum
rhythm.
rhythm. Yeah. Me and these glasses, though, I now got this new glasses, so I have to read from here instead of
Oh.
reading from the whole lens, right? And then the past years he has It's Sweet. 2021 was Lockdown, Why You Greedy So, which we just heard. Leave Me, Cheers to My Friends, Happiness, Social Drinkers. Tell us about that. I like how you put it, social drinkers, SHALL.
Right. So that was my first soca parang,
Mm,
right? So social drinker, as you see how it is spelled, it's SOSHALL. So at that time I said I would be a social drinker for that year. So if you are having a drink of scotch, then so shall I.
yeah.
So SOSHALL.
Social.
Social.
I like that. I really like that. So you have how many songs you have in general since then? Like if you have
With
to count.
Parang Soca, it would be probably around 15 Parang Soca.
Okay, okay. And any other genres like singing with your band and so forth? Did you guys put out any albums or any singing?
Actually, I sang with a chutney band,
Mm.
and I had 2 songs out with them. One of the songs, as a matter of fact, was #1 on a local radio station for about 6 weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was
So
nice.
I ventured there too,
Mm. I
in the
like,
chutney area.
I like, I like, I like. So with chutney, was it a difficult experience? Like, I mean, did you have to sing like the words chutney or was it in English?
English.
Oh, in English, the English
I
version.
did English, yes, yes. Yes.
All right. Do you remember any that you could give us a sample?
Um, oh, that's some years ago.
Ah,
Um, um, mm, mm, mm. That's difficult right now, Nikki.
all right, so we would play on our next intermission. I would play a chutney soca, so you guys could hear what chutney soca is. And Trinidad is a cosmopolitan country, right? We have so many different ethnic groups there, and of course, well, Google it. You learn the history of Trinidad and Tobago, the Carib, the Arawaks, and so forth. You know, um, I just love my country, no matter what.
No
And
matter what.
yeah, no matter
No
what.
matter what.
And because of how we're made up, it's like we do Christmas, we do Carnival, we have Diwali, you can explain to them because
Nikki, we have the most amount of holidays as compared to any other country.
no, every
The
week.
most amount of holidays.
It
Yeah.
seems like every week. So
Yeah.
we celebrate everyone. We celebrate everyone. And the songs we sing, like I had a Nasari the other day for my birthday because I always said I wanted to do sari. I also want to do African wear, but every culture and we don't mind doing it. Some people look at you as like, why are you doing that? Or why are you doing this? You're not Indian. With us, it's not that way. We celebrate everyone and which
Everyone.
nice.
And that's the reason why, our food, is widely appreciated because of the variety, the different influences, the Chinese, the Indians, the Africans, it's a lot,
Yeah.
cosmopolitan, it's a lot that came together to have the kind of food that we have.
Yeah.
Not everybody can boast of having different types of food, like
Exactly.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So some people would eat roti with pilau. I mean, we wouldn't go that far, but I'm just saying. It's like they'll probably mix like Chinese style, what do you call it? Like the lo mein, they'll put that on the side with pilau or something.
Yeah. Mix and match.
Yeah, we have
According to your likeness.
exactly. All right.
But it's a variety to choose from.
Yeah.
Yes, a
Yeah.
variety to choose from.
Yeah, exactly. What are some of the challenges in entertainment industry that you find? Like in the soca industry, they always talk about the soca mafia and all these different things. What are some of the challenges you find being that you did so many different, entertainment groups, I know in soca it's that way. So what would you say for you has been a challenge?
Well, one of the main challenges I could say is I would say there's a lack of unity within the fraternity because it's like what we would say a crab in barrel syndrome, where everybody trying to reach to the top, but to do that you want to step on one another back, and when you reach the top, you wouldn't try to pull somebody up with you.
Yeah,
you want that space for yourself. So it's a fight, it's a battle. Anybody want to get into it at this point in time, they have to be mindful that, hey, you have work to do. You have a battle on your hand. So it is a challenge. It is a challenge, Sometimes even getting from airplay is a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in all the years that I've had your music, even though they might probably put it in a mix or something like that, right? From my experience, it has always been the production person has to make this happen. It's like never the DJ able to just put it on the thing, unless it's like his mix and stuff. So I think this is one year that I was like, whoa, out of all the years, this is one year I really get through in order to be able to help out, to say like,
right. Yes.
Yeah. Other than that,
for which I am very grateful.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'm gonna stick it in my show so people could see exactly what I'm speaking about. Actually, you know what? We'll take a break. We'll take a short break. We'll play Gary's new song. We'll have him come back and tell us about his song. It was played on one of these radio stations by a good friend of mine. I want to give him kudos for that because Gary actually, what do you call it? A sweet pick of the day. Yeah, it was a sweet pick of the day. And I was super excited. And then I tuned in another day and then he played it again. So I was like, the song is very, very nice, very sweet. So you guys would see.
Thanks. Hearing from you? Yes, thank you very much.
No problem at all. So we'll take a little break. We'll show you that and we'll come right back.
I say we jam. It's Christmas morning. All day we jam. Come let we sip some jam. Bring out the rum, vodka and the whiskey. Bring the ham, slice up the turkey. Quattro, marac, bottle and spoon. Let we jam up around you. Yes, we jam. It's Christmas morning. All day we jam. Come let we sip some jam. Neighbor, let we start the lime. I say we go have that time. Neighbor, it's love and good cheer. We go spread it everywhere. Neighbor, no time for hate. We throwing that out the gate. Neighbor, get our drink in hand.
On Saturday, 14th December, the King of Parang comes to Philly. Skranta performing live at the 3rd annual The Parang Now Start. All roads lead to the Victorian Banquet Hall, 4899 Germantown Avenue, Philadelphia, PA 19144.
I went paranging by my neighbor.
The 3rd annual The Parang Now Starts. For your early bird tickets at $35. Visit islandvibe.net. For more info, scan the barcode on the flyer or email islandvibe.net@gmail.com. Skranta performing live at the 3rd annual The Parang Now Starts. DJ entertainment by Black Widow Sounds, Vibes HD, and DJ Kirsch. Island Vibe 3rd annual The Parang Now Starts. Victorian Banquet Hall, 4899 Germantown Avenue, Philadelphia, PA. The King of Parang comes to Philly. Skranta performing live at the 3rd annual The Parang Now Starts. Is now in session. Now in session. Now in session.
Listen.
Tuning in. you know, I always tell my guests how long the show is, but the time goes by so fast, you know, 2 hours go by so fast. So for those who are now tuning in, I have my special guest, Gary Jackson, who's from Trinidad, who's gracing my show today. It's been super years, and you know, because of life and so forth, you don't get to see your friends. And this is what I would call a grassroots friend, you know?
Correct.
Yes,
Correct.
yes. Gary, give them your social handles again for people who are now tuning in so they'll be able
Okay,
to.
for those who now tune in, GJ_Jackson on Instagram, Gary Jackson on Facebook, and Gary Jackson, my YouTube channel.
Awesome. Awesome. Make sure you go and you stream his music, stream it all now. People are playing parang. You can stream it all year for soca lovers and parang lovers, you know? So I was talking to Gary behind the scenes about cooking and what we cooked today and stuff like that. And he had my mouth watering because I ain't yet. I cooked my little canned salmon or whatever. And you talking about what you cooked today? What you say you have to eat?
Dumpling and smoked fish.
Oh, jeez. Now I had to go and make dumpling because I was thinking of it. I was thinking of it before because I'm trying to stay off the rice, you know.
Okay.
So I made potatoes, but it's yellow potatoes. I know they say it's good to do your sweet potato, which I like.
Yes, sweet potato is good.
Yeah, sweet potato I like is not the orange one. I like the yellow. Doesn't make a
Yellow one.
difference. Yeah,
Hmm.
not really. One might be sweeter than the other.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't say yes, I wouldn't say no.
Yeah,
But I know they both taste good.
you're not a potato connoisseur.
No.
All right. So, as I said, you guys go stream Gary's music. It's very, very nice. Especially for the Christmas season that's coming up.
Yes, the parang soca.
Yeah.
Stream, let's stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Guaranteed to enjoy it.
Exactly. So let me play my quick game. I have a game that I said I was gonna play, and then we'll get back to the questions because I don't want to be too serious for the whole game. And I know even though you guys think my game is a serious game, it's a very easy game. All right.
Oh my. Serious.
All right. So let me start.
Let me get in a serious mood.
No, it's not
Right.
serious. All right. So
I'm ready.
we're gonna do the quotes after, but I want to do my questions now first. All right. If heaven had a gate and you're able to go up to that gate, you're able to go up to the gate, you're able to walk where you are and you just go into that gate, you're dead, nothing at all. What advice would you like God to give you? What would you like him to tell you? Anything to that sort.
Okay. I can't say I would like him to tell them how to live because I think, you know, he have made that clear. So maybe I would like him to tell me, you know, how to get people to love again.
Love again.
Love again, yes.
Okay.
You know, there's too much hatred right now.
Yeah.
Too much hatred, too much selfishness. So I would like him to, you know, tell me more on how to influence, how to get people to love, just love.
I like that. That is very nice. What advice would you give your younger self if you have to look back in time?
My younger self, time flies. Time flies.
So
don't leave for tomorrow what you could do today.
Okay. That is true. It really does because sometimes you go to sleep and you're thinking, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. And then the time goes by. Yeah, procrastinating, you know, because of whatever situation that you're under. It depends on, think positive when I ask you this question, okay? And it all depends. Now I have to clarify because when I ask people this question, it's like, oh my, Nicole, what kind of question is that? Okay. What sound, because you're into music, you could use that, but you can answer it however you want to answer, okay? What sound turns you on?
Nikki! Woo!
Okay, so I'll give you some examples. Some people say the ocean. Some people say the sound of music and a beat. But whatever turn you on, man, you say.
I think, nothing. Rainfall,
Raindrops?
raindrops on the roof.
Yeah.
Yes, it puts me in a mood.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Especially like before. I haven't heard the sound of galvanized because my dad changed the roofing. So it's more what I don't know if you remember what that is, but it's like a brown sheeting that they have on the.
Yes, yeah.
So it's different. Like you don't hear that galvanized pitter
Yeah.
patter, you know? Yeah, that sound I really like. Okay, so I will go into quotes, right? I have a quote here that I went snooping on your page. If you want to call it investigating.
I
I
would
went,
call it snooping.
I went on your page, so I want
Let's stay with snooping.
so I want you to just elaborate on the quote that I'm going to give you, right?
Sure.
Sometimes your value isn't seen till your value is felt. And let me just do one thing. I think I left out something. Yeah, that was it actually. So it says sometimes your value isn't seen until your absence is felt.
Absence is felt.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Right. So basically, that there's an old saying, you never miss the water till the well runs dry. Right? So to expand on it, it comes like, all right, let's say I am as an employee, right? I am charged with doing certain, let's say taking out the garbage, right? I as an employee, I'm charged to take out the garbage. And I am taken for granted that like just a garbage man. But if it is, I am not there, and the garbage starts to pile up. Look at the effect of that. So me not being there now, you would realize how important that job was.
You are, yeah. That person is to that
Yes.
to that
Yes,
job.
the person correct, yeah. The person.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
When you're absent, then it is your value is you realize how valuable you are.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Accept people as they are, but place them where they belong. You are the CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote accordingly. Now, the thing about this is, compared to what you said before, right? This is valuing someone, but this one says, accept people as they are, but place them where they belong. How do you do that with someone who's thinking, oh, I'm rich and I don't value this person because they're not rich like me? Does this contradict what it's saying, or it's more in a positive light? You could explain.
Well, with that quote, right? It's more like a personal thing, right? Where it says accept people for who they are, right? So you as a person really cannot change someone. So if you find that someone doesn't fit where you want to go or where you are, right? Rather than trying to change them, put them where, I don't want to use would put them really, but for lack of a better word,
class them in a way.
Put them where you may want them to be. Okay, like all right, let's say it's someone who it's a lot of positivity you're getting from, and that's the way you want to go. They will be high in the pecking order. If it's someone that, and I'm talking about people who you're affiliated with here, not strangers.
Yeah.
If it's someone who is always negative and they can't see anything going forward, you wouldn't want to affiliate or put yourself with that person as much as you being a positive thinking person.
Yeah.
So that's where it says, put them where they belong. And as I say, it's like a personal thing. for
Yeah,
your growth.
that's true. That's true. It's true. I met someone once at a party, right? And funny enough, it was a Kenyan party and it was one Trinidadian in there, which made it two because it was both of us.
Right.
And I never saw that person again. And my quote that I always tell people is like people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? And I got that from someone. I always pick one quote, and that is one of them that stayed with me. That person, as they say, someone comes into your life. No, actually, no. We communicated for a little bit, and then the communication kind of died down a bit. Um, because so what he told me was associate yourself with people who you would benefit from in a sense of not monetary benefits, but more so value in like, let's say it's a lawyer or a doctor or somebody who's smart or somebody in your industry, you'll be able to learn from them then,
All right.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I know they have a quote, surround yourself with smart people, you'd learn something.
It all depends on which direction you want to go.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you want to stay stagnant in life, like people is stay around people who are stagnant. If you
Yeah,
want to grow, be around people who will help you grow.
yeah, exactly. Yep. Um, the next one, disrespect with closed doors that apologies can't open. Be careful how you treat people you think you don't need.
Right. So with that quote, now I am a very see respect. I try to respect people, try to respect people's spaces, try to respect people for who they are, and in return I look for that. So I hold respect close to my heart.
Yeah,
And you see, when you're disrespectful, as the quote says, apologies can't really, you know, reopen a door when you're disrespectful. Because when you're disrespectful, it means you are a disrespectful person, right? And you can apologize, yes, but then the person wouldn't forget how disrespectful you were and what you did to bring about that disrespect. So that's why I say be careful how you treat people because they might close the door on you with
yeah,
just one disrespect,
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and that might be a person who may be able to help you in life.
True.
So that's why it also says be careful how you treat people because
Mm,
you never know. You might
yeah.
be disrespectful to somebody, a stranger, walking the street, you're disrespectful to them. Next thing, you go on a job interview, and that's the person who interviewing you.
I've seen that.
Yeah, so be careful how you treat people.
Yeah, I actually saw that. One of these little clips that they
Clips, yeah.
put on Instagram and stuff. And this lady, two people was on a train. I think it was on a train, and this other lady came in. She was like she looked like a vagrant, you know, and this other guy was like, you can't sit here. You smell. You this. You that, and you know. And the other lady said, no worries, I'll get up and you'll sit. So now they showed where they I think the lady went into like an office, right? And then the one that asked the lady to sit down, she went into an office. And when they reached there, now they saw each other. He's like, what are you doing here? How come thing, whatever, whatever. And she's like, oh, I came for an interview and stuff. And he's like, oh, okay, I came for an interview too. Hold on, I think my thing fell. I just
I thought you fell, yes?
no, it was or like maybe my seat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just leave it down. It was up and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I decided to leave it up. Yeah. So they both met and stuff, and then he was like, oh, cool, whatever, whatever. So then the man came in and he was like, oh, welcome, Miss So and so. And then he was like, oh, both of you came at the same time. I would like you to meet the CEO of the company. And the lady who he told smelled bad was the one
What's
who
his name?
was the person who, and then she was
Yeah.
like, I already made my decision. He was like, that's quick. She was like, yeah, because this lady showed compassion and this man didn't show no compassion at all. And.
So there you go. Be
You never,
careful who you disrespect.
yeah.
So in other words, don't disrespect people.
Yeah. Could you give me one more quote? I could give you one quote that I use, but give me one quote that you remember that you carry through life.
A quote I love and I try to live by. For every minute that you're depressed, sad, angry, you're losing 60 seconds of happiness.
Oh wow. That is nice. But how do you combat that if it's something that made you sad?
If it's,
How do you combat that? Like how do you that's a saying, right? So how do you combat getting off your sadness to be joyful? What would you do
oh,
when
okay.
you think of
Well,
something?
doing the things you love,
Mm,
right? So sometimes, you know, I might listen to music. Sometimes I might just want to hang out, you know, and we are all human. It's not that problems will evade us. It's
yeah.
not that problems will just disappear. But, you know, we have to find ways to deal with it. And I want to say this too. We as men,
Mm-hmm.
we don't like to talk, you know? So we tend to suck up our issues and, you know, feel macho. But talking is healthy.
It
You know,
is.
talking. Even if you have this one friend, this one partner, you know something on your mind, but you know, so and so. You know, and that comes about the fear, or not the fear, but not wanting to talk. It comes about because you know men will feel that according to what the issue is, that your friends will laugh at you. You know, but at the end of the day, you have to realize what keeping it in will do to you. So maybe it's best to laugh at you, but you get it out. You know, so as I say, some of the ways that I listen to music, I go and hang out, you know, and well, you know me, I am a fun-loving person. So, and a matter of fact, I believe I help a lot of people with that because of my nature. You know, like there was a time we were linemen, and a couple of guys were linemen, and you
Yeah.
know, we talking, and you know, kicks in, and for for the international viewers, kicks in is just having fun.
Yes.
You know, we having our fun and thing. And there was this guy in the bar. He was by himself and he was having it. And after about an hour, you know, he came across us and he said, say fellas, thanks, you know. And say like, thanks for what? He say, I going through some things right now, and that's why I hear. And just seeing the way that all you enjoying on yourself and kind of things where you're talking and laughing and having fun with one another, you all wouldn't believe how much that helped. You know, so I would say I impact a lot on people's life because of the person I am.
Yeah.
You know, I like to talk. I like comedy. Right?
Yeah.
I love to be comical. And in some
Yeah.
of the songs that you have there, you'll realize, you know, the comedy in it too. Like there's one Lockdown that
Yeah.
is comical. You know, Why You Greedy So that was a comedy that was
That was
comical
coming.
also.
Yeah. But I think soca, well, it depends. Kaiso had two different meanings. It'd be serious, but it's also funny, right?
Yeah.
When people used to sing Kaiso back then. So soca is a spin-off from Kaiso, right?
Yeah.
Because when I was home, I remember for David Rudder, we did an exam on one of his songs, you know. I think
Uh-huh.
it was Bundem, one of those songs that we did, and we had to dissect the songs on, you know, what he was speaking about during those times and stuff like that, you know. So with not Kaiso, with soca, with parang, with the songs that you sing, I think in general, Trinidadian people, I don't want to say we're funny people, but we're comical people, where we
Comical.
could things around and make things joyous. And anything could be funny to us. You know,
Yeah,
you get a broken leg, we laughing.
yeah, because that just it just shows the nature of Trinidadians. This is
Yes.
how we live. That's
Yeah,
why a lot of people say it's the happiest place, you know,
exactly.
because that's who we are. We love to enjoy ourselves. We make a line, a gathering, whatever, out of everything, you
Mm.
know. Um, I remember in 1989 when we lost the USA, we were partying like we were.
Yes, we were still
Any
fun.
stranger who was there, who came and see what was going on, saw what was going on, they would have thought that Trinidad won the game. But we lost 1-0 and we were still partying. So it
Yeah,
just goes to show, the type of person, type of people we are,
people. Yeah.
where we just love to enjoy life.
Yeah, that's true. Talking about enjoying life. Oh, but let me give my quote. Let me see. I can't remember if I said this behind the scenes or while I was on thing, but one quote that I really like, or two quotes that I like is have no expectations, you're not gonna be let down, right? And the reason why I said that is because my mom always taught me do things yourself. And not because of what people say is like, oh, you have to be a strong woman, you don't need no man, this and this. Is not that. It's just that she was trying to build character in me to show
Okay,
me
yeah.
if I needed, let's say the wire in the television was out, and you know how we used to do the wiring and we would put it together. Let's say
Yes.
for the radio, how it used to be where you put the cords together, you put the wiring together. Let's say if the mouse eats it and you
Yeah.
twist it, or you want to get the what do you call it? The speakers working and stuff. So my mom taught me a lot of things to do on my own. In turn, it helped me when I started living by myself in order to do things. And even when, the kid's dad was around, I still had to do some things on my own, which included working. I came from working parents that did everything for me. So when I came over here, it's like I was like, what the hell? Like I have to pay rent. Like I literally have to pay rent because we used to have in our own houses, even though people think that Caribbean people live on trees.
Yes. Yes.
But we have our own houses. So we kind of spoil the kids, or I should say parents spoil the kids because we tend to do everything for them. But at the
For
same
them.
time, we're teaching them and prepping them for life events that would happen. So that thing about have no expectations and you won't be let down. I always carry that with me where I wouldn't have any expectations of people. I mean, I expect you to be kind at least. I expect you to be honest or whatever. But that I've learned is like you cannot expect things from people because everyone went through their own traumas, their own battles. I learned that as well, where you don't know what people's psyche and why they do things, how they do it. Let's say someone who went through incest, hypothetical, right? They don't know how to love someone because they went through a trauma.
Yeah.
So now it's like, let's say it's a friend of mine. I have to teach her now or help her get through that to know how to love, how to be appreciative, how to. So sometimes I don't prejudge people, as you said,
Correct.
expect people, you know, just accept people for who they are and then take it from there. So that
Yeah.
twines with what you're saying. And then the next thing is, um, I'm trying to remember it as I say it, but people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, right? And that includes, sad to say, death. In order for me to be able to cope with something like that, I basically had to say, there's a time that people are going to be here, and then there's a time that they're going to go. We're not always going to
And
be.
that's not as real as you could get.
Yeah, so whoever that helps. I mean, it helped me with my dad when my dad passed away. Not to say that you don't feel the pain and the hurt and stuff like that, but
The acceptance.
go through the acceptance, and you might go through the motions and all that. But the part where people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Remember the show called Lassie, which is like really, really old?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I
The
used to
German
call
Shepherd.
myself, right. So because of that, I used to call myself Lassie. I used to be like, I'm always in somebody's life because of the type of person that I am, but I cannot stay there. I keep moving on. You know, it's like you move on to the next and the next and the next, whether it be friends, and you would learn from each other type thing.
Right.
You know?
And it's for that person to grasp what you impart onto them.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play one of Gary's new songs. I'm not going to share. Hopefully that it plays on the thing. Hold on. But I heard you say Parang Jambi. Is that a part of your?
Actually, there was a song I did, Parang Jombi.
Yeah.
You know, and that song, a lot of people say, boy, this must be your best song that you did, over the years.
Yeah.
And people would see me and say, hey, Parang Jombi, Parang Jombi. You know, so there you go. I say,
Oh,
well,
it's stuck.
I am Parang Jombi now.
Oh, nice. All right. So
Yeah.
I actually have it here, so I'm going to play it. Let me know if you hear it on your end, else I'll have to share.
Hey, it's your boy Gary, the Parang Chombi. Let we go. We are the junior boy. You know wrong this time, I do business. It's total fracas in the microcosm. Watch me. What it is they do me, I really want to know. But it's like somebody hit me a blow that have me paranging soon. As we reach September, man, it's morning, noon, and night. No way you could find me home because the parang bug bite. I tell you, I feel into parang. Yes, I want to spree. I feel into parang, cause I'm a parang chombi. I feel into parang, day or night I ready. I feel into parang, I choo parang chombi.
All right. So this is Gary's new song that he has out now. Would you like to set that up and let us know what was your thought process when you were speaking about it? Elaborate a little.
Okay. Right. So this song, I said, is a rhythm, on a rhythm. The Bushram rhythm, done by Rishi Gayadin. A very talented producer, I must say. You know, so this is the fourth time I'm working with him. So when the rhythm was done, two of the other guys who mainstream Parang Soca guys, Daddy Chinese and Del Toro, great friends of mine. So they sent it to me. They said, Gary had to be on this rhythm. And I was in transit. So I put it on the radio. I put it on the van. And when I heard the rhythm, I was like, whoa. And the hook line came instant. You know, we jamming, it's Christmas morning, whole day we jamming, come let we sip something. So I recorded that, and when I got home, put on the rhythm again, I was just vibing on the rhythm, listening, and say, all right, guys, where you going with this? And then, ideas came, and I started to write, neighbor, we started the line. And with that, was a, I build the story from there as a how, when a line start, where it goes. I start with two of you all, then, somebody might bring something, hey, you can have this, they make a cook. Start a cook. Next thing you know, your yard full. And they have a whole rhythm section by night time.
Wow.
You're studying now, well, like this thing going till morning. Which actually happens.
Yeah.
Here in Trinidad and Tobago, Christmas time, we love the hangout.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah,
House to house. Going house to house.
So basically, that's what this song is about. A Christmas life, how it starts and how it ends. Sometimes it don't end.
Well, it's
here we go.
Parang Chombi. Boy, I say we jamming, jam. It's Christmas morning, jam. All day we jamming, jam. Come let we sip some jam. Bring out the rum, vodka and cattle and food. Let we jam up around you, yes we jam it. It's Christmas morning. All day we jam it. Come let we sip some jam. Neighbor, let we start the line. I say we go have a time. Christmas is love and good cheer. We go spread it everywhere. Neighbor, no time for hate. We throwing that out the gate. Nothing. Get our drink in hand and let we.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. You said
Yes,
that you work. Go ahead. I'll ask you after.
No, I'm just saying this song. I mean, you know, a lot of people gravitating towards this song. The people are loving it. You know, just last night I did it's a impromptu on a online radio station. You know, myself and Daddy Shiny, and the vibes was like we were singing for a crowd.
Wow.
I was just 4 of us there, you know, and the vibes was awesome. And you know, it was live, as I said. And one time people started messaging, tomorrow night I have to go to sing at City Hall in San Fernando.
Nice.
Yeah, you know. So as I said, people are really gravitating towards this song.
Yeah. I like that. You
It's
said
our vibe.
you said that you worked with the producer. Was it a producer? It's on 4 different songs?
Yes, Rishi Garden, he did I worked with him with different rhythms. Right. So we have this one. We had Lockdown. Lockdown, that's a comical one. There was another one, Rum. R-U-M. But the song, you know, R-U-M. So R-U-M, when you see that, you think about rum drinking.
Yeah.
But my concept with the R-U-M was real, unrelenting merriment.
Merriment. I like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, so, you know, he does really, really good work. And he's very passionate about what he does. You know, so that's why I don't hesitate to work with him.
Okay. When you think about people that you've worked with, right? Besides this gentleman, I mean, you could use him for an example as well, right? People that you've worked with before, who would you like to work again, or who left a lasting impression where you'd say, you know what, I'd definitely work with them again?
Actually, Nikki, all the producers I've worked with before, they're unique in their own way, but they are all passionate. They are all very musically inclined, you know. So I don't want to single out anyone to say, well, right, you know, I prefer to work with this one and this one. They are all unique in their own way and very professional in what they do.
I like that. Have you heard of any producers or seen any producers that you haven't worked with and you would like to work with?
Yeah, there are a number of producers that I would like to work with. You know, can't remember off the top of my head, but I know there are producers that, you know, that guys would have recorded by.
Okay.
You know, and I say, well, I like this style, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, sky is the limit.
Yeah, they always say put it out there. So somebody hear their name or something like that, or you know, you never know because of you being I mean, would you like to work with them only strictly on parang, or would it be any genre of music?
Well, right now I am just focused on parang soca.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I do right now. Actually I wrote a reggae already. Never recorded it.
Okay.
But I don't want to limit myself.
Exactly.
So you never know what the future holds.
Yeah.
You might hear Gary doing another reggae.
So if you have to work with any artist in any genre, who would you like to work with?
Let's see. Locally or internationally? Locally?
Doesn't matter. Anyone. Local, international. Okay, so give me a local and give me an international.
All right. So locally, I like to work with. Mm. All right. So
How about Scrunter? Since you
Scrunter.
yeah.
Yes, I would like to work with Scrunter, yeah.
All right.
But with respect to Parang Soca, I wasn't thinking Parang Soca,
Okay. All
right?
right.
Right.
Anyone.
So also with Parang Soca, I would like to do a collab with I want to take it old school and
Yeah.
probably it's Baron,
Ah,
yeah,
nice.
Baron,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
With respect to soca,
yeah.
I would like to work with let's say a lyrical. I wasn't like lyrical, you know. He's very consistent,
Oh, yes,
and
it is.
you know, yeah, I really like his music,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, if I have to do a reggae,
Mm-hmm.
um, Chronics,
Oh, Chronics is nice.
yeah.
Ah, love Chronics. Yeah. Chronics is nice. Yeah. Yep, yep. As soon as you said that, one of his songs just popped in my head. I think it's I Can.
I can. Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah, yeah. That
I
song.
love that song.
Yes. That
Yeah.
song is boss. Definitely boss. Um, as a versatile artist, right? What do you think of not I'm just asking you this because of the different genres that we sing. So Trinidad soca, Trinidad music.
Trinidad music.
What do you think of it? Do you think you could do a collab with anyone in that genre? What do you think of that type of music?
Okay. As I said, so I wouldn't like to limit myself,
Yeah.
right? So if the opportunity comes, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I would not shy from it,
Mm-hmm.
right? But the lyrical content must be positive
Okay.
for me. It
Okay.
must be positive. It must be uplifting. It mustn't just be, you know, it,
Okay.
it, it must have, as I said, positivity.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because I mean, some of them, if you listen to some of the Trinidad, I mean, not bashing because you know there are people who like the Trinidad, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't sit and listen to some of the Trinidad music we have because
The
of the
content.
lyrical
Yeah.
content, you
Yeah.
know. So I mean, it's not uplifting. Some of it is degrading to women, you know. So don't expect me to jump to do a collab with anything like that. That degrades women, that is very vulgar, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, I
More
have kids.
positive.
As I said earlier on, I have respect. I like to respect people, you know. So, and there are truly bad songs that are positive,
Yeah, yeah. And you
you know.
have
So,
kids as well. So
yeah,
so
yeah,
being that you have kids is like I would say you'd want to set an example with what your kids are hearing and what you put
yeah,
in there as well. Some people don't care. They're like, you know what, music is music, and I just put the music out there for some
yeah.
people.
That's why I'm very careful with the lyrical content of my songs,
Yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah. And I know they have clean versions and the raw versions. I get to hear both. Um in the capacity of where I am with certain groups and so forth. You get to hear both of them, you know? But at least in some of these groups, they're mindful of the females that are in there. So they tend not to, you know, they put their music and stuff, but the content that they would put, you know, some people would put videos, some people would curse, some people do certain things. They're more mindful of that, so they tend to not do that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. What advice would you give to up and coming artists, in your genre, in any genre, in the soca industry, I should say, being that you're in the Caribbean, what advice would you give to them in the
Um,
entertainment industry as a whole as well?
Prepare to work.
Yeah.
Prepare to work. Right. It's not an easy road, as Buju said. It's not an easy road. And yeah, you know, and you can't just sit back and expect things to happen for you. You have to get out there. You have to toil, you know. I mean, There are some fortunate ones that, may not have to work as hard. But once your mindset into getting, your mindset on getting into the industry, first thing is prepare yourself to work.
All right. So
Right?
some people don't know, not to cut you off, but some people don't know what is their first step after they record and after the producer does the work. They don't know some of the steps of getting their music out there, contracts, those type of things. Could you break it down in summary so people would know? Let's say if you have to do bullet points, right, of what an artist has to do. Okay, you sing your song. Then, you go to the producer and okay, those are the basics. Now, how do they advertise their song in the correct way to know what the work entails?
All right. So, one, you need assistance. Don't try to do everything by yourself. Right? And, thank God for the advent of social media now. Flood social media. Flood social media. But even before that, you're making sure that your content is what you want. Ensure that that's what you want.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure you're comfortable with it before you put it out there. And you try to, as you say, rub shoulders with relevant people. You can't just sit back and I say I have a song. And to go nowhere very fast.
Yeah, you can't expect people to just share it for you. Like you have to do your
yeah. So in this industry, you need people. You need people, and you need people who are around doing stuff like that a while. So they could advise you, hey, you need to check so and so, you need to talk to this one, brush up on your networking skills because you need to do a lot of networking.
That is true. Network. Especially now, the way how media is, it's like you could do your web blast. They have a lot of different people that you could use. In the Caribbean, we tend to use one person, right? And we all know who this is. We use Julian promos and stuff, but they have so many different outlets that you could use. For my ringtones, right? I actually had to do a distribution, and that's how I learned. Like I used Julian, and then I also use a different platform. And then Anchor. I put it on Anchor, and then it was able to distribute to all different ones. But you had to set up all the others. So now once you do that one post, it goes to all the others that you set up.
Automatically.
Yeah. But with music now, you don't have to set up, they would distribute your music. That's a good thing with music now. It's distributed, For ringtones, I think they only do it on Apple. So I was able to do it on Apple and do it on my website. Do you have a website by chance where you keep your music, or do you just put everything on YouTube?
No, I don't have a website. So everything goes on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Do you do SoundCloud as well? I know some people. Okay, put it on SoundCloud. Where do you see yourself, let's say, like looking ahead, your goals and aspirations and so forth? Where do you see yourself, like, let's say, hypothetical, 3 years from now?
Okay, 3 years from now,
yeah,
I would like to be recognized as one of the top, I would say, entertainers. I don't want to say parang artists because again, I don't want to limit myself. Because when I am doing solo performances, I do a lot of different genres. A lot of covers. I do reggae, I do dancehall, I do hip hop, I do little ballad. So I would like to see myself as one of the top entertainers. In the next 3 years.
Next 3 years. All right. Would you be carrying your band with you as well? Like how some of these artists would have their band, or this is just something that you do with the band?
No. Actually, the band I'm with right now is as I said, is a parang band.
Yeah.
Right. I am just more or less moonlighting with them.
Oh, okay.
To bring out different vibes into the parang industry.
Yeah.
Right. So Maybe you never know. Maybe next 3 years I might have, a band to move with when I'm ready to sing.
Yeah.
My band, and I could do, whatever songs I want to do.
Right.
I remember earlier on I explained the difference in using tracks and having a band.
Yes. Yeah.
So it makes it much easier. You're more flexible to have a live band. So maybe you never know.
All right. So I have one question here. You're active on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. How have these platforms helped you connect with fans and promote your music?
Well, how have they? Well, it has helped a lot in the sense of, when you put your music out there, it is open for the world to see.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is open for the world to see. So yeah, it has helped a great amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So you've had people reach out to you.
Rather than in the past where you just depend on a radio station or two to play music. And when you carry your music, who's just going to just play music one side.
I know, they played once
And
on
every time of day, people are able now to make a decision for themselves. You don't have to depend on a radio station to hear, a song. You could just go up on YouTube or wherever and pull up a song and you just hear music.
Yeah, that's true. What can your fans expect from you when they follow you on social media? And do you have any upcoming releases? Well, you have the new song that that you've distributed, but what do you have, shows and so forth coming up? I know you
Okay, well, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I have a show to do. As I said, after last night, I was invited to come and sing at City Hall.
Yeah, I like
and then, well, with the band, we also have a Christmas party to play. So I have 2 jobs on Saturday. And Sunday, I just have an interview to do on 91.9. Yeah. The entire Bushram Rhythm team.
Oh, nice.
By the way, the team is 10 people strong.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 people on the rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah, because what happened, it started off with about, 3.
Jeez.
And when people started hearing it, I want to be part of that. Everybody wanted to get on the rhythm, yeah.
Wow. So who are some of the artists, if you could remember some of the names?
Right, so we have like Daddy Chinese, Del Toro, those are the 2 main ones at the beginning. We have Sugar Daddy. We have Candy Hoyt. You might be familiar with the name Candy Hoyt. Jivon, and some relatively new artists. Narissa, Ranji Baby, Jungle. You'll be familiar with Jungle also. He did back in the day, he did a song with KMC.
Ah.
Right, yeah. So how this song? KMC, the girl wine like an animal.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice,
so that's Jungle.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So and all the songs on the rhythm have a different vibe, but they're all, all great songs.
Wow. But normally on a rhythm, you would find what? The most you'd find is like what? 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
But how many you said?
10.
10. So those songs are how?
The only other rhythm I can recall, I remember, what was it called? The Christmas rhythm. That's had a number of people too. That was with Eddie Charles and General Grant.
Yeah.
Denise. There were a lot of people on that rhythm also.
Yeah. So it kind of emulated not the same music, but I mean the songs or whatever, but it kind of emulates the same thing of the amount of people that you have. Somewhat.
Well, as I said, it wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be that amount.
I know.
It just happened. It just happened to be that amount.
Yeah, because I know some producers, they're like, listen, I had enough people on this rhythm. Because, sometimes they have a certain, Awesome. Finally, what how should I say this? What message or feeling you have to leave to the fans through your music, and what would it be?
Um, as I keep reiterating,
Yeah.
I I love to see happiness. I love to see people enjoy themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just want to leave with people, we here, we don't know how long we are here for. So make use of the time that we are here. Do what you love what you do. Try and make at least one person smile.
Yeah.
Let's take that challenge. Let's try and make at least one person smile.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
It definitely does make a difference. So Gary, funny enough, the 2 hours is up. I told you it goes by like really, really fast.
I already hear my belly making some noise.
Boy, my belly's big. Well, luckily enough, it didn't go up because I put some water in it. But
And
geez,
as I told you, since before, I studied the dumpling and the
I
smoked fish.
you're gonna make me make dumpling today, Yeah, as soon as I get off, I think I'll end up having to make dumpling because
I
dumpling,
love dumpling.
what? Dumpling go
Yes.
with fish,
What?
anything stew, like.
Yep.
And if you guys don't know what dumpling is made with flour and water, and some people will put coconut milk in it.
Yeah, some people put cassava, some put cornmeal,
Yeah,
you know.
and mix it up. So if you're a healthy buff and you don't want too much flour, you put cassava, like real cassava in it and mash it up and so forth. So
Yep.
again, more hungry as the time goes by. I had a question to ask you that I didn't put on there. Expense wise, when it comes to your future and having to do rhythms or your own music, is it expensive? Is it something that is expensive? You have to put, you have to save up for this, or how was it for you?
Yeah, well, it is expensive, right? And unfortunately, I do have sponsors, so I'll have to dig into my coffers in order to do what I love to do.
Yeah.
And I try to put out a new Parang Soca every year,
Okay.
And try to generate the funds
Mm-hmm.
through performances and stuff.
Okay. Right. So any of my listeners who, like the soca industry, like the music industry, want to get involved and you want an artist to sponsor, you want to sponsor for any part of the entertainment industry, I would say you could sponsor my guests. You could reach out to them, they give you their handles and so forth. Gary, do you give out your phone number or you just give out your social media handles so they can contact you?
I give out my phone number also,
Mm-hmm.
but they can contact me on my social media
Social
handles.
media. Okay. Do you have an email that you give out as well, or just social media?
Well, my email is GAREEFJAY@gmail.com.
All right.
So it's like Gary, 2 E's, FJ
Okay.
at Gmail.
At gmail.com. Right. So make sure you guys go and stream Gary's music. You reach out to him. If you need someone that you want to sponsor, sponsorship goes a long way. You guys could work out the logistics and so forth. And it's as simple as that. All right. Gary, thank you so much for being
Nikki,
on
it was a pleasure.
It was.
It was a pleasure.
It definitely was. I'm thinking back to I'm thinking back to school uniforms now, to adulthood, and the years has passed by. And to see you, I remember how should I say this? The picture or the post that I received when you first got into the music and you had your hat here, and I think you had like two other people next to
Yes,
I
yes,
always remember that. I visualize that in my head, and I'm like, Gary's come a long way, and you've progressed, you've stuck with it, and that goes to show people it's like if you like something or you love something, and you have, you know, whatever you might like to do, just stick with it no matter what anybody tells you. I mean, unless you can't sing or you don't know what you're doing or something like that. I mean, there's professionals that could help you out in that scenario.
correct. Yeah.
At one time I was told that I couldn't sing. And I was like, what? I used to sing back in the day and people used to love my voice. But of course, you have to get that vocal training. Even for voiceovers, you have to get that vocal training. You have to get, is a lot of things that you have to do. You have to invest in yourself,
Once you want to do it professionally, you need to do that.
Yeah. So I'm super proud of you. I thank you once again for being on my show.
Thank you for having me, Nick.
You're welcome for your
Thank you.
for your next adventure. I mean, this is not the end of it. Anything you do, you could send it to me. I send it to the pool. I send my email blast and I let people know this is the new songs that are out. Now that I'm on a radio station, it's even better because I have more outlets and avenues in order to do that for my friends, not just for my friends, for anybody who sends me their music,
Right.
do that as well. And anyone who's listening, my show is always open to content creators, to musicians, anything that you deem necessary that you have, that you want to let people know. I've had artists before. Artists meaning like people who paint or people who take hair and make artwork. We've had so many different people from different industries, So I wish you all the best in
Thank
everything
you.
that you do. We'll be tuned in on Sunday. Once you send the blast, I'll send the blast as well, as I said. And I want to wish you, if I don't speak to you before, which I know I will, I want to wish you season's greetings, happy Thanksgiving. I know they don't celebrate it in Trinidad, but happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday, Merry
You may not
Christmas.
celebrate it, but I'll eat the turkey.
You what?
You may not celebrate it, but I'll eat the turkey.
You're eating turkey? That's a next song. That's a nice title. I'll eat the turkey.
Well, actually, I did a song entitled Turkey some years ago.
Really? Nice. Nice. So you guys keep it locked. We'll play some of Gary's songs that we didn't play during the show. You get familiar. Make sure and go on his YouTube page. Gary, give us those handles one more time before we leave.
Instagram, GJ_Jackson. YouTube, Gary Jackson. Facebook, Gary Jackson.
All right. And would you like to take us out with one of your songs a cappella before we sign out?
Okay. So, which one should I do for you? All right. I just always be so happy whenever it's Christmas time, because when I link with my friends them, we just have the best line. We don't always see each other, but surely appreciate the love we have for one another. And this is why we celebrate. Apparanging with my friends, celebrating with my friends, having a line with my friends, with my friends.
Love it.
With my friends. I want to cheers to my friends.
I love it.
So you can look up that one, cheers to my friends, and you can take a listen.
Nice. Very good. All right. Keep it locked to islandvibe.net. Stay tuned to Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice. And we'll see you next time on Table Talk.
Table Talk Show with Nikki G the Voice.
Nice. Let me start the scene. Go the glass, come on. Just all my friends them. Hip hip, hey. Hip hip, hey. Hip hip, hey. Let me go. I just always be so happy whenever it's Christmas time, because when I link friends them. We just have the best life, yes. We don't always see each other, but surely appreciate the love we have for one another. This is why we celebrate our paranging with my friends, taking our life with my friends, knocking our glass with my friends, having a time with my friends, I'm pumping, I liming, I drinking, with my friends, with my friends. Well, boy, if it's one thing, you see Christmas time, make sure a woman get happiness. Bounce up Jennifer for the Christmas. It's long time we see each other. Before she extend seasonal greetings for us, she hit me press like a piper. She say, boy, you don't know the things I going through this Christmas, all the joy I miss. But she manly, she last week, she sad and incomplete. Now she looking for happiness. Oh, she just want happiness. She on the hunt for happiness, and she must get happiness. She mind and set for happiness. It's the only gift Jennifer insists for Christmas. She must get happiness. She wanna be happy, happy. She wanna be happy. She wanna be happy, happy. She wanna be happy. She wanna be happy, happy. She wanna be happy. She wanna be happy, happy. She wanna be happy. But how we gonna do it, that girl? This Christmas time, a time for loving and giving. Must have love in your house, man.